Hi Taurus, Raye Turonek here, master weaver of mystery suspense thrillers as well as broadcaster of astrology. First, I'd like to thank you for being here with me today, lending me your ears, your eyes, and your time. I know it is valuable. Therefore, I will be sharing valuable information with you that will help you to navigate the month's upcoming challenges, take advantage of its opportunities, and even look forward to its blessings. Now, if you'd like to learn more about Raye Turonek, the author, you can hit the down bar. All of my links are below, as well as the links for the healing chakra beads and Mental Chatter Musings monthly newsletter, where you can find these horoscopes in written detail, writing tips and resources, healing tips and resources, juicy sneak peeks from my upcoming novels, as well as a special spotlight of our star player of the month, who this month happens to be Brianna Cole, entertainment mogul extraordinaire. I implore you to check out what she has in store for you in our spotlight section of the newsletter. Now, let's get into why we are here to go over your month of January, Taurus. Now, let's start at Uranus. It's the planet of revolution, shocks, and surprises. It's in your sign. Your sign reigns over values, money, resources, this area of our lives, including self for you. You know, it's going through a drastic evolution. Now that Saturn and Jupiter have moved into Aquarius, they will be squaring this Uranus transit, though, causing challenges that could catch us off guard in our area of friends and high hopes. We will have to put extra effort in these areas, but it will bring blessings that are worth it with Jupiter there as well. The next year will be about friends and high hopes, just like 2020 was about career for the collective. Now expect big changes as far as friends and goals are concerned, as well as career for you, Taurus. And, you know, of course, self. Right now, Uranus is retrograde, so you're having shocks and surprises from the past come up. It's going to go forward on the 14th, and I'll talk about that transit soon. After we go through a few things here. Now let's move along to Mercury and Capricorn. The planet Mercury went over into Capricorn on the 20th of December. Okay, that's your area of long distance travel, education and study, skills and things like that. The way you think, the things you preach, all of those things. Now, this position allows you to be sharp in perception. You can see both sides of the coin now, which will allow you to make the right decision. If you choose to do both, then so be it. You can handle two things at once. Now, friction as to communication and skills surfaces in your sectors of secret, sacrifice, and solitude, as well as work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others. So try not to get into an argument or fall into the pattern of gossip at work. You know, get enough rest so that you can perform as required as well. Favorable communication graces your sectors of self, as well as romance, creativity, and children. Maybe you're being asked out on a date or make time, to be intimate with your lover. Your children could also receive good news, or you could hear good news pertaining to a child. You may have opportunities communicated your way through your sectors of friends, high hopes, as well as relationships. Now, once the sun transitioned over on the 21st, all of that became a focus. Your ability to juggle more than one task while handling them with diplomacy is illuminated right now. While the sun is in Capricorn, you can expect changes to your areas of self and relationships to be highlighted. At the same time, endings can bring us opportunities in shared finances. The death of something can bring a rebirth in another area. A creative endeavor, dreams, illusions, delusions, fantasy, it all can present an opportunity for you. You could dream up something that's a boon for you, you know. Shocking surprises as to good fortune is also seen here because of an aspect to Uranus. Now, all of this is all a focus during Capricorn season, okay? Now, until we roll over into Aquarius season, which starts on the 19th. Mercury will move over there on the 8th, though. So the energies will start changing to Aquarius around that time. But let's move along to Jupiter now. Jupiter is the planet of luck and expansion. It's at 3 degrees Aquarius in our collective area of friends and high hopes. It was semi-square Neptune at 18 degrees in Pisces on the 4th, which was yesterday. Friends and family could have provided aid as to a job or creative endeavor. One with a high social position could gain notoriety due to their achievements using creative skills and the gift of gab yesterday. Now, if you're valuable connections, if you have valuable connections, they could have ushered success your way as well. Sometimes it really is who you know. I did do this in the weekly. I put this out on the 1st or right before the 1st. So you do have that. You did have that weekly transit already out to make you abreast of this on my site. I just wanted to go over it again. Be mindful of immersing yourself in illegal activities. You could also stumble upon something this week that might become a resource, a valuable resource for you. So just add it to your repertoire, okay? Now, it's all playing out in your area of career as well as friends and high hopes for you, Taurus. Now, Mars, the planet of energy and challenges, it's going to enter your sign, which is our area of personal finances, money, self-worth, and things like that. Try not to be argumentative or make snide remarks or involve yourself in a conflict tomorrow on the 6th. Enemies are waiting to pounce. Uranus is here, so shocking acts of aggression can ensue. Be calm and compromising. First, let's see where the obstacles could be coming from, where we may have to focus more energy to solve an issue, okay? It looks like career as well as home and family is going to be where you definitely want to keep a cool head. Try your best not to fight over money or resources. Opportunities to work through challenges with friends will surface during this time. Those moves can help you to accomplish your goals, okay? If you jump into those opportunities. Communication, siblings, your networks of people, short distance travel, they provide opportunities through work, okay? Or they provide opportunities to work through obstacles. So you will have some obstacles with siblings or people you see as siblings with communication as far as short distance travel, getting from point A to point B, talking to people over the internet and things like that on the World Wide Web. You might have a little friction there that you have to work around. But keep communication clear between you and other people. That will help you to work through challenges if you don't have any blurred lines. If you need assistance, make it be known because the help is there. Favor for your hard work done surfaces in your sectors of romance, creativity, and children, as well as long distance travel, the way you think and the things you preach, and your skills in study. So if you've been working hard and things like that and applying your study and your skills, you're going to receive blessings for that. If you people from afar will notice, like over on the web or something like that. People may contact you over the web and say, oh my God, I noticed this or I noticed that, you're great with this or you're great with that, but it'll be from a person from a distance from you, like if you're in Michigan, it'll be a person in Kentucky or something, something like that. Now let's move along. Mercury, I talked to you before about Mercury moving over into Aquarius on the 8th. Mercury is the planet of skills, communication, and intellect. So from the 8th of January, it's in Aquarius, okay? Wealth can be lost as quickly as it is obtained, but it can be achieved nonetheless. Now, those that think quickly on their feet and are able to work independently can see success on this day. Friends could play a factor now. This is your area of career. You may have challenging communication come up within a relationship in your career sector, though, on the around the 8th during, Mercury in Aquarius. This is the whole time Mercury will be in Aquarius that you're going to deal with this. Let's see. Okay. I forgot where I was. Okay. You may have challenging communication come up within a relationship within your career sector. Look to the good communication you have coming in. Focus on the good. For that, you'll need to look to your areas of personal finances, as well as work, health, and daily habits. So you have favor in finances for the work you've done. You have money coming in for the work you're doing. You could even be blessed during one of your daily routines, out getting a coffee and somebody pays it forward or something for you, something like that. It could be anything, but you'll be out and about when it comes to you. Now, you'll certainly have opportunities for growth in shared finances, but you'll have to face some endings for closure first. Secret, sacrifice, and solitude is noted here for you. You certainly have opportunities for growth in shared finances, but you'll have to face, I said that already. Yeah, you'll have to face some endings first. So end things in certain areas so that you can create a boon in finances in another area. Okay. Now, once the sun moves into Aquarius on the 19th, all of this will be a focus. Okay. A major focus. Now, on the same day, on January the 8th, Venus moves over into Capricorn. This is your area of pleasure. This is your area of our area of career. Venus is the planet of pleasure, romance, finances. And for you, Capricorn is going to deal with education and study, the way you think, the things you preach, long distance travel. So everything I'm going to talk about is going to have to do with those things as it pertains to romance, finances, or pleasure. So you want to use your intuition when making decisions. Not only your motivation for certain actions, but the motivation of others as well. You may be juggling projects in love and work to create abundance. Now, let's look to the obstacles in romance or finances as far as career goes. Secrets, sacrifice, and solitude, as well as work, health, and daily routines. So that means secrets or gossip at work. People may be invading your privacy, or sacrifices you have to make for work, or because of work. You have to make sacrifices to health and things like that. Those are all the things that's going to come into play. A relationship could be strained at work because of gossip or secrets. The way you approach situations could also create blockages. So you want to watch the way you relate back and forth to people and approach situations. Rethink things in the area of health so that it caters to your wellness. Maybe daily routines is mucking up your health, coffee, sweets, cigarettes, chips, whatever it may be. You want to be mindful of that and watch out for that. Now, let's see. Of course, because I want to make sure I went over that in its entirety for you. Okay, yeah. And we can go ahead and move along to Venus. Okay. Now Venus, actually I just did Venus, didn't I? Yes, I did. Now Venus is the one I kind of wanted to go back and look through for you. But it looks like I've already went through your obstacles as far as that is concerned. So being that it's in Capricorn, it is your sister sign. So you will have blessings pouring into you in the area of long distance travel, education, the way you think and the things you preach automatically. So people will be loving what you're saying. They will be loving you the way you showcase your skills. People at a distance will notice you, and they will be loving what you are putting out there. In addition to that, this brings blessings to the area of self for you. It also brings blessings to your area of romance, creativity, and children. So you'll have those blessings in romance, creativity, and children. Okay, now I believe so. That should be correct for you. Hold on one second. Let me make sure. Okay, yes. Now, I just wanted to make sure that I had that all correct for you. So yes, there you will have those blessings in romance, creativity, and children, as well as the area of self. But at the same time, You know, with this Venus transit, you will have friction, like I said, in work, health, and daily habits, as well as secret sacrifice and solitude. Like I said, with the gossiping thing and things like that. You will have opportunities for love in your area of friends and high hopes. Okay, so there may be a friend or someone who either wants to, you know, they could want to start a romance with you, and there's actually a Pisces noted here. It could be a Pisces or a person who exhibits those kind of energies. In addition to that, you will have opportunities in shared finances. Okay. The only thing with that is that it's shared finances in beginnings, endings, and new beginnings. So because it's in Sagittarius and the South Node is there, it's aspecting the South Node. So that has something to do. You need to end something that caters to your lower vibrational tendencies so that you can create abundance in shared finances in another area. Okay. So that's as far as the opportunity goes for that Venus transit. And I didn't have that in the newsletter. That's something that I just went through and found just now, or looked up just now, you know, going through my natal chart and looking at it, because I see I didn't put it here. Anyway, let's move along to January the 9th. Jupiter, the planet of luck and expansion, it's going to be at 4 degrees Aquarius, our area of friends and high hopes. It's going to be sesquiquadrate the true node at 19 degrees Gemini, our area of communication and siblings, short distance travel, and things like that. Communicating with friends online can grant connections, okay? Mind your loins, though. Avoid tempting but dangerous pleasure pursuits. You could face utter devastation because of it. Now, creative arts are favored during this transit, and powerful friends can provide aid to those with a keen vision as to their goals. Avoid loud, boisterous opponents. Someone could be slandering your name in order to damage your reputation, okay? This area that's going to be affected by this is career and personal finances, okay? So be mindful of that. Stay away from that person, or don't give them any more to talk about. Now, January the 11th, Jupiter, the planet of luck and expansion, is at 5 degrees Aquarius. It's sextile Chiron at 5 degrees Aries. One could become a leader in their field if they're cunning. You know, obstacles are overcome with the assistance of powerful friends or family. A goal can be accomplished. Spiritual guides, those in advertising or schooling to better their craft, can see success on this day. Career, as well as secret sacrifice and solitude, is noted here. Okay, you may be even listening to a spiritual guide who says something that just clicks for you, you know, or you know, makes you have a realization. Now, you may communicate a secret to someone, and something profound could come from it. Whatever closure you need could be provided, like I said, by a spiritual guide. Now, January the 13th, that's when the new moon comes in. Okay, the new moon in Capricorn is going to be at 23 degrees. So be honest and straightforward, driven to your goals. You know, this will garner you true friends. During this 2-week moon cycle, you could see favor in your sectors of romance, creativity, and children for those whole 2 weeks. You could see that. Okay, especially as it pertains to long distance travel, the way you think and the things you say, your skill level, your education and things like that, you studying. A child could receive good news as to their educational pursuits. But then again, you know, you could as well. You may have the opportunity to travel or to, you know, go to a destination with a romantic partner. Or you may travel to a romantic partner. As far as other opportunities, you can look to friends and high hopes as well as relationships. Friends can be helpful to you during this time. A Scorpio person or one who exhibits those energies is aspected here. Now, let's look at the friction. as far as its moon cycle for this 2 weeks. Your sectors of secret, sacrifice, and solitude, as well as work, health, and daily habits, can pose challenges. Gossip at work, sacrifices you have to make at work for your health, changes in your daily routine that you have to make. They could pose a challenge for you. A secret work project or situation could be plaguing you. Try not to delve into negative or negative coping mechanisms in order to deal with it, okay? Do something constructive. Now, on the 14th, Uranus is direct at 6 degrees. Taurus, your sign. Shocking events can occur if one chooses to follow the head below as opposed to the head on your shoulders, if you know what I mean. Women, you are not excluded from this. Mind your morals or violence can ensue. You can see surprise favor in romance, creativity, children, as well as long-distance travel. The way you think, the things you preach, your skills, your study, all of those areas you could see favor in. Shocking good news comes in as to your children as well as yourself. Maybe you're taking a trip or a child is coming home from school. Your creative pursuits see surprise favor as well. Shocking opportunities come your way from your sectors of friends and high hopes, as well as communication, your networks of people, short distance travel, and your siblings even. You'd be surprised who's willing to help you during this time. Let's look at the obstacles. As far as obstacles, they'll come from career and home and family. And that could also deal with a home-based business if you have one. You have to work through some things there. You might be changing your schedule and flipping things around so that you can make time for different things. We have to be flexible this month. I'm going through that as well with these time constraints and not being able to do the videos, live. So, it happens, or in person on camera. Let's move along to January the 17th when Jupiter, the planet of luck and expansion, is in Aquarius. It's going to be square Uranus and Taurus, both at 6 degrees. Shocking events can occur if one chooses to follow the head below as opposed to the one on their shoulders. Okay? Mind your morals or violence can ensue. Practice self-control and don't be impressed by catcalls. Okay? You are squaring your career sector. Okay? So your integrity in career can be compromised. You want to watch that on the 17th. Now on the 19th, Vesta comes in and it goes retrograde, or not comes in, but it goes retrograde in Virgo at 21 degrees. Vesta is about your devotion to things, okay? Your devotion to self. Don't allow yourself to be swindled out of love or money by a slick-tongued charlatan character, whether it be an old romantic partner, an older child, or a creative partner that you've already been working with, one you know from some time ago or have been already dealing with. Devote yourself to something that will make you better. A sacrifice could have to be made in an area. Focus on work or creative pursuits. This will usher the goodness in from this transit and bring you success. Challenging your devotion to work, creative pursuits, or a loved one are your areas of personal finances, as well as shared finances, endings, and new beginnings. There is an ending you need to have to create new beginnings in finances. Be devoted to increasing your finances, okay? You'll see blessings in the areas of long-distance travel, education, your skill level, your study level, the things you preach, the way you think, and things like that, because of your devotion to work and creative pursuits. Those areas, you'll see blessings. Now, moving along to when Aquarius moves over, or the sun moves over into Aquarius on the 19th. Now, this is fully, truly Aquarius season once this happens. It's going to go in at 0 degrees, okay? Thinking on your feet and expressing quick-wittedness this season can bring you success, okay? Think quickly, okay? You got to be able to, switch on a dime. Friends and high hopes is definitely a focus this season. Wealth can be lost as quickly as it is obtained, but it can be achieved nonetheless. Those that think quickly on their feet and are able to work independently can see success on this day. Friends could play a factor as well. This is your area of career, okay? You may have challenging communication come up within a relationship in your career sector. Okay, look to the good communication you have coming in. Focus on the good. For that, you'll have to look to your areas of personal finances, as well as work, health, and daily routines. You'll have favor in finances for the work you've done. You could even be blessed during one of your daily routines. Okay, maybe you win a free coffee or, something with your meal. We talked about that before. Somebody pays it forward or something like that. You'll certainly have opportunities for growth in shared finances. But like I said, you'll have to have those endings first. Secret, sacrifice, and solitude is noted there. So that's something you may know and not others, or that might be the topic of, become the topic of gossip. Okay, so be mindful, please. On January the 20th, Saturn is at 3 degrees Aquarius, and it's semi-square Neptune and Pisces at 18 degrees. This angle favors the arts, especially those working on crafts pertaining to love or children. Focus on loyalty and sincerity as opposed to those things that rouse the sensual desires. Be optimistic about your creative pursuits and use your words to garner the favor you're looking to achieve. This is happening within your sectors of career, as well as friends and high hopes. Now, the next day, on the 21st, Saturn is going to shift to 4 degrees Aquarius. It's going to be sesquiquadrate the true node at 19 degrees Gemini, where the north node is. Avoid tempting but dangerous pleasure pursuits because you could face utter devastation because of it. Creative arts are favored during this transit, and powerful friends can provide aid to those with a keen vision as to their goals. But avoid loud, boisterous opponents. Someone could be slandering your name in order to damage your reputation. This is playing out in your sectors of career and personal finances. Okay? Now, let's move along. On the 26th, Neptune is at 19 degrees Pisces. It's going to be square the true node at 19 degrees Gemini. Here's that loud, boisterous opponent coming in again, slandering your name to damage your reputation. I want you to be practical and realistic. Focus on honing your skills, okay? Haters are going to hate. Hone your skills in the area in which you intend to cultivate a career. Focus. Maintain a clear focus on what you want. This is playing out in your sectors of friends and high hopes, as well as personal finances. Try not to argue with friends about money or resources. Someone could be gossiping about your finances as well, or what they think you owe them. Okay? Now, on January the 27th, we're talking about rebirth. This whole time, we're in a season of rebirth now, especially for career, the way that Pluto is aspecting Capricorn. But anyway, on the 27th, Pluto, the planet of rebirth, renewal, and resources, even taxes, is going to be by quintile, the true node, at 19 degrees Gemini. Okay, someone could be slandering your name on that day again. That loud, boisterous character, or if it's someone over the internet, someone you've seen in videos, so they're loud, or they're always using exclamation marks, or they speak very emphatically, just, annoying, loud, boisterous, wicked, or, I don't want to say wicked, but, their words can be. Personal finances, as well as long distance travel, education, your skill level, studies, and things like that, the way you think and the things you preach, could be a factor as to what this slanderer is gossiping about. Okay, maybe your skills and education on maybe your skills or education on the subject at hand is in question. You may not have the personal finances to make a trip, or you could be at a distance from the rebirth you'd like to have. Okay, now on January 28th, this is the full moon. Okay, the full moon in Leo is at 9 degrees. This is your area of home and family, so be mindful when traveling. If people are asking too much of you, let your concerns be known without being short-tempered. You can only do so much. The friction could be coming from your area of relationships. Don't take out misplaced anger on your family members. Focus on the goodness coming from the secret project or the success you've had. Okay. Shared finances can also be seeing favor because of an ending or a new beginning. Opportunities to work with family on finances and health definitely arises. Now, let me take out my stuff because I'm looking here and I see that I did not go over your areas of Or maybe I did go over your areas of opportunity with you as far as this transit. But just in case, I'm going to go over it. I don't think I did. Okay. Because from me talking, it looks really short. So let's go over it just really quick. Your opportunities this season, as far as this moon for the 2 weeks from starting from January the 28th, your opportunities will be in communication, siblings, short distance travel, and your networks of people. It will come from that area. Okay. They will bring you opportunities. In addition to that, you will also have opportunities in the area of friends and high hopes. So your friends could be ushering, helping you get to your highest aspirations. Okay. They could be assisting you in that area. So you have a lot of help from your friends, and you have a lot of help within your networks of people and around your community. Okay. For those 2 weeks as to what you want to achieve. Now, as far as the friction, it's going to be in home and family. And it could be a home-based business as well. And then you also have friction in career under this moon. Okay. And a Taurus person is aspected here. So that's self. So that's you and yourself as far as career. So that's the only thing that could be mucking that up is, you know, you having inner turmoil that's going on. Okay. You want to watch out for that. Okay. Taurus, you have to know that you're worthy. As far as your blessings, it's going to be in romance, creativity, and children, as well as long distance travel, the way you think, the things you preach, and you know, the way you think and the things you preach. Long distance travel, your education, your skill level, and things like that. You have blessings coming there during this 2-week moon cycle. Okay. People will be loving, you know, your words. You know, you have the gift of gab. So use it during this 2-week moon cycle. Okay. And use your friends within your networks to help you. Let's move along. The last thing I want to go over is the retrograde that happens on the 30th. Okay. Aquarius is going to go retrograde at 26 degrees. Mercury, I'm sorry, is going to go retrograde at 26 degrees Aquarius. So that's when, you know, it goes back to the old. That's when you want to work on old projects and things like that. Things start slowing down anyway from the middle of the month, kind of a little bit, because that retrograde energy start up. So anything that you want to really get going and start on, you want to do that at the beginning of this month. Okay. Because in the middle, you know, we're going back and laying, you know, working on the old foundation of things. Now, this is a time to be sociable and enjoy the company of friends, even if it's just on the web. This is on the 30th, and then even after, all while this planet is retrograde. Shocking or surprising communication could come in from people within your networks. Old friends and contacts could return. The past could catch you off guard this transit. Those that think quickly on their feet and are able to work independently can see success on this day. Like I said, old friends can play a factor. This is your area of career. Okay. You may have challenging communication come up within a relationship in your career sector. Look to the good communication you have coming in. Focus on the good. Okay. For that, you'll need to look to your areas of personal finances, resources, work, health, and daily routines, because you'll have favor in personal finances. Okay. For the work that you've done. You could even be blessed for something you did in the past. Maybe, you know, like I said, somebody, you know, pays it forward for you or something. You certainly have opportunities to grow in your shared finances, but you have to face some closures in old relationships or projects first. Some of them will be secret projects that people don't know about. You know, maybe you can't fulfill something and you need to close that out, you know, before you start on something new. Maybe it's, you know, whatever it is, you'll know what it is, because it's aspecting secret sacrifice and solitude, some sacrifice you have to make, or a secret or something like that. So thank you so much for joining me for this monthly update. I'm so sorry that I couldn't do this in person, but I'm doing a lot of projects, and with time restraints, I'm just unable to. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for sticking with me, and I'll see you next month. Bye.